The president said this morning that reports, I think one appeared yesterday in the Washington Post, that the joint terrorism efforts that we had going with Yemen have been curtailed. He said that's simply not accurate. But how could they not be? I mean, the government that we were working with has just fallen. How could that not affect our efforts to try to combat the terrorists?
Important counterterrorism efforts continue. There's no doubt about that. And we will continue to press that. We will also continue to make sure that we have the intelligence that we need to see threats as they manifest. That's the second point. The third point is we will continue to work on the political situation because we know that al-Qaeda hides in these dark, tumultuous situations to ply their trade. We'll continue to do that. And ultimately, we're going to need our partners in the region to help us clean those spaces out. The best way to do that is strong leadership. And we'll look strong, transparent leadership, and we'll continue to look for that.
Let me ask you about this, because I think this is what bothers a lot of people, and certainly it's what the critics of this administration are talking about. It seems that once again we have been blindsided by events, whether it is the civil war in Syria, whether it is the things that happened in Benghazi, whether it is suddenly the emergence of ISIS. It always seems to come as a surprise. Why is that?
Well, I disagree with the premise of the question, Bob. We've obviously been investing enormous effort in Yemen, as we have in Iraq against ISIL, in Syria as well. The point here is, Bob, is that we are going to continue to see tumultuous political situations. We ought to make sure that we're pressing on the leaders in those countries to resolve them transparently and pursuant to their constitutional processes. We'll continue to do that. We'll also continue to help them prepare, train, and equip their security forces so they can take the fight to these forces in their own countries. After all, they're the biggest victims of their perfidy and of their hateful actions. And the third thing we'll continue to do is where we need to act to protect our own interests, we'll do that. This president's proven he'll do it. He'll do it when he needs to.